Hey gang, welcome back to the show. As you can see, it's me and my brother Sam.
Hello.
And this is how it's going to be from now on. It's going to be us two talking about movies with you, new videos every Friday. And this first time, we're going to be talking to you about Takashi.
Yeah, Takashi Miike.
Takashi.
What's it called?
Lessons of Evil.
Yeah.
And you might know Takashi Miike from such films. He's the director. He did Blades of the Immortal, which is really good. And he did First Love, which is really good. He also did a film called Audition, which I think is on the Criterion Collection, if that's your jam. But anyway, let's dive into it. So, for starters, Sam, what did you think about Lessons of Evil, like the plot outline?
All right. So, like, the main idea of the film is you got a dude. Oh wait, are we doing spoilers? Are we a spoilery?
I mean, you'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead.
Right, so I'll keep it kind of spoilery free. But like the general idea is you have a dude who's a teacher in Japan. And eventually, it's revealed that he starts to systematically murder his entire class. So all of his homeroom students, one by one, and eventually, in pretty big numbers, he starts taking them out because a few of them start to realize that he has a history of murder and mayhem behind him. So.
A good way comparison, and maybe it's drawing a little bit, but it's kind of that Disturbia kind of thing, Shia LaBeouf, without focusing, it would have gone right over their head.
So it's kind of like Disturbia, except if instead of focusing on Shia LaBeouf, you focus on that guy who's gardening twice a day and murdering random women. It would be like that, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely focuses on, you see a little bit of Seven in there, but with more focus on the killer.
Yeah.
And it's well, what if one of these dudes, was in a classroom with a bunch of kids? And, Takashi Miike, brutal director, he doesn't pull punches. It's graphic, the level of violence that he goes into it,
Yeah, I mean, okay, so if you're squeamish, I do not necessarily suggest this film. Like my brother was just saying, they don't really pull punches at all, and there's some pretty uncomfortable subject matter in the film. So definitely don't watch this movie if you're squeamish. At one point, he becomes romantically involved with one of his students. There's another teacher who is as well. And then neither of those students wind up making it anyways. But that's as much of a spoiler as I'm going to give out.
But so as far as spoilers goes, and that being the kind of plotline and seeing some similarities, what do you think about the pacing? Definitely, picked up toward the end, but how did you feel going into it and just how it unfolded? Was it too slow, too fast? Did you think it'd go well?
So at least in my opinion, what I think they did very well is you only find out how terrible the main character is as the rest of the cast in the show does. So it focuses on this guy who winds up being a horrible killer, but you only find out that he's this terrible killer as the students and some of the other faculty around him begin to find out how he acts. So they don't just reveal it all at once. At first it seems like a pretty innocent film, and then it over time gets worse and worse and worse and worse until you're wow, this guy's just he's like Teacher Hitler, you know what I mean?
Very bad news bears.
Yeah, not a good dude.
Not a good dude. So then I guess in that kind of immersion, right? I think it definitely pays off in the end. It definitely kind of a slow burn.
Yeah.
But it's a good one. You pick up a lot of information. There's a little bit of flashbacks. What do you think? Were they good where they were? Did you think maybe if they had them earlier in the movie or?
So I actually don't remember a lot of the flashbacks. But like you were saying, yeah, it's kind of like a slow burn, but it's only slow until it isn't. You know what I mean? Like there's movies that are like a slow burn the whole time, and then this one's like slow, skyrocket. You know, so it definitely picks up the pace as it goes.
You know, so overall, I recommend it. It's definitely dark, like Sam's saying. If you're squeamish, it's realistic. It feels very real, especially in the world we live in today, where horrific events like that have happened, all too frequently. But I can't think of anything I didn't necessarily not like. What about you? Were there any things you were like, I could have done without that, or?
I could have done without that. Like, as in plot points in the film?
Yeah, like things in the movie you're like, it would have been just fine if they didn't go there.
Yeah, so, there were no, like, Casino Planet in Star Wars scenes, where it's just, like, giant blocks of time that don't need to be there. At least not in my opinion. What did you think about, like, the ending, without giving it away? Did you see it coming, or do you think, like, what a twist, or, like, did he M. Night Shyamalan you successfully, or?
I think in the beginning, in that as it was ending, right? There was a scene and you were like, nope, those are just bodies. You know what I mean? And I can't say more because it'll give away what happens. But I didn't see that coming. Like I thought, he. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. So I thought it was going to end one way and it ended another. It definitely seems like they end this movie with the possibility to do more.
Yeah, in fact, at the end of the film, it says that there will be a sequel, and then there never is. So, yeah, it says to be continued on, like, the last panel, right before they roll the credits, and then that doesn't happen. So, that's a bit of a letdown. But, Takashi Miike isn't dead, so, maybe one day there will be a sequel.
But overall, Lessons of Evil, solid film, very dark. If you like Seven, you like Disturbia, I'd even go as far to say, if you were a fan of Battle Royale, definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, I mean, Battle Royale definitely encapsulate, like, all of the student murder.
Yeah.
So, like, in that way, there's a lot. Like... like a lot. So, if you're okay with that, you'll probably be okay with this film.
But I'm not sure if it's on Netflix. Definitely check out the trailer. I assure you, it's a very good foreign film. A lot of action. Yep. Definitely a horror movie.
Yeah. The only complaint that you might have, like, if you don't like subtitles, because it is going to be subtitles the whole time because it's a foreign film, but. It's very well done. Very good film.
All right, and I think that'll wrap it up for us today. But stay tuned, as there'll be a new video coming at you every Friday.
Yeah.
Take care.